Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today we're doing a home refresh. We are trying to get back into the swing of things of our regular routine. We recently had guests over for the past week and a half, and my husband's just now going back to work. So I'm trying to get the house back in order. I have a list of things that I need to kind of do. So today's video is going to be pretty much like a week of cleaning for me. You will see me a couple of days and kind of change outfits each day while I'm cleaning the house. It was a little bit easier for me to do it this way because I just had so much to do some days. I really wanted to kind of move this table. It had really shifted over from when we had my mother-in-law and sister-in-law over in town. So I'm going to go ahead and take everything off of the table and spray it with my favorite all-purpose cleaning spray, which is the Method. This is like my third bottle of this spray, you guys. I don't know, they have a pink spray, which is the grapefruit, but I like this one a little bit better. I don't know why they all seem to do the same for me, but I just like the purple. I continuously keep going back towards that. So I'm just going to wipe down the table and chairs because they did have like a little bit of food. And my husband, he does cut hair. So every now and then he'll kind of place like his hair cutting utensils or just shears and everything on the table. And it does sometimes get hair on the table. So I just wanted to give the table like a good cleanse. And I'm going to go ahead and start putting my plates and just my decorations back to how it was before. We had this shoebox in the corner filled with little shoes that were too small for Trey, and me and my husband wanted to give it to our nephew, but I just haven't had the time to go to the post office, so I'm going to go ahead and slide this over to our laundry room and write that down for a list of things for me to try and get done this weekend, because I really want to go ahead and start getting out things that are just we're not using and just want to start decluttering things in our home. This morning I was so excited to cut our watermelon that we had finally got from the store. You guys, when I opened it, it was not good at all, so I had to throw it away. Normally I like to eat fruit in the morning for breakfast and give my kids fruit as well. So we'll kind of take turns eating oranges, blueberries, and I really wanted to incorporate watermelon. So I'm going to have to go back to the store and see if I can find one that's good. I don't know if I had let it sit out for a couple of days and it just didn't do well. But next time I'm going to see if I can find me a good one because I love fruit in the morning before I start my day. So with this home refresh, I'm going to be washing the dishes we have in the sink. I only have a few because I did a lot of it the night before, so it's mainly kind of breakfast dishes. So I'm really going to wash those real quick, and I'm going through my fruit and vegetables that I have here in the corner. I normally try and keep 1 or 2 onions like in stock because whenever my kids have the sniffles or they get congested or even due to allergies from pollen, I'll cut an onion and put it in the room that they're staying in. If they're playing or if they're sleeping, I'll cut an onion in half and just use that half to sit during the nighttime. And in the morning, they wake up feeling 100% better. I don't know what it is about the onion. It is a very potent smell, so if you can't stand that smell, I wouldn't recommend it. But if it doesn't bother you, definitely try it out if your kids have colds or if you're congested. Cut an onion, use half of it, place the other half somewhere in the house where there's a lot of traffic, and then just see how it works for your family. So with this home refresh, I like to take my time in each room and just go slowly and clean everything. So when I'm done with the dishes, I'm just wiping the counters down, just going through the fruits that were old, getting rid of them, wiping down the canisters, like really deep cleaning and sanitizing the kitchen area. I was also helping Trey with his schoolwork. He's not really in school yet, but I found a curriculum online that has like a 7-week course where I'm starting to get him ahead so he knows how to write his name, his alphabets, his numbers, his colors. It does history and science. And it's a really great curriculum because I'm noticing that he's learning. He's even learning his sight words. So he just was showing me his work that he had completed. He's also doing a lot of tracing as well too, to kind of get him set and ready for kindergarten. So I'm helping him as I'm cleaning, and it's really a lot because Amari, my firstborn, he was able to kind of sit down and like get his work done. He's always been that way, but Trey needs a little bit more help and to stay focused. He's very easily distracted, so I have to kind of tend to him a little bit more. I'm not able to just kind of leave him alone because he just likes to play around and just jump around and bother Mari while he's doing his work. So I'm trying to manage cleaning and helping him with his schoolwork at the same time. And it's also practice for me because I really want to see how well he does. If he does really well, then I may try and start homeschooling him because I've noticed I do like having the boys home with me. I'm able to kind of help them with their schoolwork if they need help. And I'm not that great in all the subjects, but especially with Trey being little, I definitely feel like I can handle that. So I'm going to probably see if you have kids that are homeschooled, comment down below your experience with them. Do you use Abeka? Like, what curriculums do you use? Do you find that it's easy to do as far as helping and educating your kids? Because I do want the best education for my children. So I have been using this Barkeeper's Friend for about 2 weeks officially, and I feel like I can really give a good review on it. I like it a lot, you guys. I really didn't know about it before, so I watched a lot of moms on YouTube and I noticed that they were using it, so I decided to buy it. And I will say I've noticed a difference with my ceramic sink. Normally, especially being a military family, our sink wasn't like completely white when we first got it, so I was always looking for something to kind of clean the sink. I was always bleaching the sink and it just never seemed to really get completely white. Over the past couple of weeks, I've been trying to use every single night whenever I'm done with dishes, and I'm noticing that the yellow is slowly starting to go away. So I'm going to continue using it until it's completely white. But I would definitely recommend this if you have a very similar situation. If you have a sink that you can't seem to get a lot of the stains out, I would definitely recommend the Barkeeper's Friend. And I'm still using it on my stove. My stove is not completely 100% yet, but after a few weeks of using the Barkeeper's Friend, I should definitely have it back to when we first rented out our home. Now moving along to the countertops, I'm wiping them down with my all-purpose method spray. And I'm also going to use the same spray on my cabinets. Every couple of weeks, I like to wipe my cabinets down because they do get a little greasy. I don't know if it's from everyone's hands touching it and opening it, but I like to wipe these down as well. So now we're taking a quick break from the kitchen and moving on to laundry. If you guys could see the loads of laundry that I had to do, I had probably about a good 10 loads. I did laundry for probably 3 days straight because we had bed sheets from everyone. Like when we have guests, I like to wash everyone's bed sheets at the same time. For the most part, we had comforters, we had towels, we had regular clothes. Like it was a lot. Like my whole laundry room floor was basically covered. So I'm knocking out a lot of that. And then also we're going to go back to the kitchen after we're done with this load of laundry, and we're going to start mopping. I've been using the O-Cedar mop recently for about a week now. I do like it. There is a new one that they have, so I might try the new one out, because with this one, I do like it, but I wish the mop had more, how do you say it? Kind of like more hair on the brush. I feel like you have to mop it a certain way, and I just don't like how I have to kind of open the brush up in order to get like a good mop on the floor. But that could just be me being picky. So I'm going to continue using this mop until I see one that I think is really good. I am interested in the Tinco mop and vacuum, so I will kind of keep my eye out for that, because I do know that is more of an investment. So if you guys do have that mop, let me know down in the comments what you think about it. If you have this one right here as well, let me know what you think about it too. Maybe I'm just using it the wrong way, because like I said, I did just get this mop. But yeah, I do like how you can wring out the water and you don't have to touch it. So that is a positive about using this mop. But for the most part, I think I wanted to look for a new one. And I'm downstairs in our downstairs bathroom, and I'm gonna just sanitize this really quick. I just deep cleaned it a few days ago while we had the guest over, so I'm just going to do a quick wipe down with my Method spray. Just wipe the countertops down, the cabinets, and the toilet. I've even mopped yesterday, but I didn't record that, so the bathroom is basically clean. But for my sanity, I just want to sanitize everything. Okay, so it's the next day. I decided to put this rug up here in the hallway. I'm gonna get another one and put it in the exact same spot I had it last night, because I like this one. So I think we have one more at our Walmart, so I'm gonna try and go hopefully today and get it. So I did end up getting it from Walmart. I didn't get a chance to record that part, but we are working on our lanterns today. These lanterns I've had for about 2 years. They were brown, but I just was kind of over it. So I really wanted to spray paint them white so that I can set them out in the front near the door. So as you can see, they are like a little bit chipped because, like I said, I've had them for a few years, but I just wasn't ready to buy a new set of lanterns yet, especially when I knew it's a certain look that I wanted to go for. And it ended up turning out so beautiful, you guys. So I definitely recommend, if you have anything old as far as like patio things that you can kind of reuse, try a DIY project. Maybe go on Pinterest and look up some things for inspiration. But this turned out so nice. I ended up doing the glossy white that I used on the table before, I have one more table left to do, but I'm not going to do that today. Today's project, we're just focusing on the lanterns. So I'm going to let them sit and dry for a few hours and then come back. And this is the finished look. You can see a little bit of the gloss on it. It's kind of hard because the sun did go down a little. But now that that's done, I'm going to put everything that was in the lanterns there before. So it came with like a little nest and these faux flowers, and I'm just putting them back in how they were. So I purposely left the sound on in this clip so you could hear the birds chirping in this video. It's just so relaxing and therapeutic as I'm setting my lanterns out and just trying to figure out how I want them to look. I just listened to the birds as I was doing that, and it's just, I don't know, it's something about God's creation that I really enjoy and I'm so thankful for as I'm doing this, you guys. It's therapeutic. It just reminds me to not take certain things for granted, including our household and our kids, you guys. There's such a precious gift that we have that sometimes we get so frustrated with that we forget that God has blessed us with these gifts. So I'm going to wrap up the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.